All right, friends. So decided that in addition to the blitz, I would try and do a couple battles with just random battle in general. I think that in reflecting upon it, trying to do a full narration with adequate commentary within 10 seconds is really difficult. I think in the first little bit, you could probably enjoy some of the gameplay, but to really provide my insight on some of the battles, a lot of it's internal, and you could see me stumbling and even pausing in a lot of situations. So I'm going to try and do the random battle just in general here and take a little bit more time with each move and explain why I'm making the move. Now, in Blitz, I've played a lot of games, and prior to making the account for YouTube, I had played pretty high ladder. I actually got to number 1 on the Blitz, but I haven't played random battle in general without Blitz. So the move sets and the Pokemon are going to be pretty much all new to me. So without further ado, let's get into our first battle together. We're going to learn each step of the way without information, and we'll kind of go from there. So turn 1, obviously low ladder. He's played 1 or 2 games. I'm looking at look at my team. Actually, this is nice. You get a lot more time to describe what's happening here. So I got Choice Band Mammo. I got some rocks on the Stonjourner. We know from Random Battle Blitz, the Rev Room has a great opportunity to sweep late game with the Shift Gear. We have Electivire, and then Haze, Chesto Berry, Politoed, nice little wall. So I look here, I'm going to say turn 1, he's probably going to U-turn, or he is going to pump. I mean, in most situations on a higher ladder, I would say he's mostly either going to U-turn or just switch overall. My best play in turn 1 is to get a Wish up to get more information about his team. So we Wish up. Now, Lurantis most likely runs Superpower plus Leaf Storm knockoff and either Synthesis or Leech Life. So I'm looking at the team, and I'm not seeing a very good switch in here. So I'm going to take as much damage as I can on the Lurantis. So it's most likely Salt Vest with that. Now here, there's really no reason for me not to fire off another Freeze Dry. It was a 2-hit KO. Anything wanting to come in, we'll just take Chip, and we got Lurantis at half. And if he wants to Terra here, that's okay too. Great. So that means early Terra is already gone. Now, obviously, it's nice as a check for that Inteleon to have our Glaceon, but at this point, I'm really not seeing a switch in that's going to help us take out Lurantis without taking too much damage. So here I'm going to either Yawn to force it to switch, or I sack Electivire and I keep Glaceon. That's my 2 plays, I believe. So I actually think here I'm going to sack Electivire. Oh, great. He didn't even go for Leaf Storm there, which is going to allow me to take a Flamethrower and hopefully kill it. Yeah, Flamethrower should knock this out now. Getting rid of his Terra early is going to be great for us later on. Probably thinking of whether or not he wants to keep Lurantis around, but as a Salt Vest and without any healing opportunity, it's probably not worth him staying in, switching at this point, so he'll probably stay in, look to eat the hit if he can. We also kept Glaceon around because if we wanted to, we can Terra a little bit later as a water type get up a wish and heal it back against Inteleon. A lot of the evolutions are really nice to keep throughout the games. Taking a little bit of time here to go and make his decision. That's okay. Really don't think that EQ at +2 takes this out, so I think Flamethrower is our best move. Even if he goes out into Inteleon on this, which is highly unlikely because it is possible I could Wild Charge. At that point, we were going to sack Electivire anyway to the Lurantis, so Flamethrower is not a bad play. This is the reason why I like playing Blitz, though. Holy moly. This guy taking forever to make his move. Highly doubt he's narrating either, like I am. Well, we got 30 seconds, 20 seconds. Maybe he just left, I'm not too sure. But it was a good start to the game, if nothing else to really show. Okay, well, that's game 1. We are 1-0. Okay, let's try game number 2. A lot of these early ladder are forfeits. So right off the bat, obviously a really nice lead for us. Gonna look through, let's see, is he banned? He's choice banded. And we have an Intimidate, we have 2 Intimidate users. I would like to actually go out and discard, I think, here. And I clicked on the wrong Pokemon. Okay, not the best for us. Let's actually Sword Stance up and then knock this thing off. Great. Hopefully this kills. We can take out the Sinistra. Great. So misclick. I wanted to get rocks up. That was my play. Still going to be my play, actually, is to get rocks. But after I get the Intimidate off with the Incineroar, I'll then Parting Shot out. And then hopefully get up our rocks. Again, very similar to Blitz, we really want to make sure we have rocks up so we can take advantage, especially this game. Our win condition most likely is Urshifu with the Choice Band, Terra Water. There's nothing that wants to take that. It's a nice play because now we get an opportunity to go into Urshifu. This king has nothing that wants to switch into a Choice Band Surging Strikes. It's because even if it's Salamence here, look at the damage that we get off because of the crits. Fantastic. We're going to go out into Scarm now because there's nothing that this guy can do to touch it. Quickly get our rocks up. Yeah, that's literally doing nothing. We're going to roost that off. Wonderful. Now we are going to Brave Bird, take some damage on the Salamence. It was an opportunity. He'd switch out to Golem, and I did think about that. Well, first of all, let's see if we can switch out. We can. That means he's Galvanize. Galvanize, Explosion, taking out the Ampharos. Dang. Alright, let's go Incineroar to get the Intimidate off when whoever wants to come in. Here we are going to Flare Blitz and hopefully take out the Whimsicott. We don't, but again, there's some chip, and there's nothing that he can bring in on Skarmory. We're going to Brave Bird here, whoever wants to come in, and again, get some chip. This is why rocks are so valuable. He's making some really nice plays to try and come back in this game, but there's nothing he can do to switch around. So there's our second game. We're now 2-0. Moving on to game number 3. We frisk the Choice Band. We have pretty high likelihood that this guy is going to be going for the knockoff here. which allows us to go out and get some sand chip damage on him and slack it all off. Now, alternatively, I actually want to go out to get my rocks up on a double switch here. It's a good mid-ground because there's really nothing he can do in that situation to hurt us. Next, I am going to want to... Does this affect Scissor? No. I guess I'm playing a little fast. Talking even a little bit fast because I think I have less time than I do. I have tons of time. So he's either going to knock or he is going to stun Spore here, maybe even protect. I think I want to just get some chip damage on it with Play Rough if I can. I did not expect me and Xiao. See what's going on. The guy from earlier wants to have another battle with us. There is no reason. We're looking at most likely close combat. There's also nothing he can really do to touch Dusknoir. We have another. Then we're going to double right back out into Copperajah to take advantage of the Wo Chang, who's most likely going to come in. And I think this time we'll hit him with the Iron Head, and there's a forfeit. Okay, 3-0. I'll try and slow it down a little bit. Apologize. Okay, so rest talk is really nice. Again, let's look through. What do we have to set up our hazards here? We have a sticky web user. This is going to be really hard, actually, to get rid of. We have 2 physical attackers, and the rest are special. So getting rid of this Chansey is going to be really difficult, so we're going to have to do our best just to chip it down a lot. I believe he's either going to get rocks or T-Wave here. I think the best move either way is to Powdon just to get the sand chip on him. Good. That was a perfect turn number 1. And now I'm going to go out into our Ariados to get up the sticky web. Perfect. You know what? I actually think that here the better move is to hit him with the poison jab. We have no physical attackers, and we really need to prioritize getting that Chansey out of here to get any chance of winning this game. So that's the mindset. Normally I wouldn't attack the Chansey knowing it can T-Wave us, but we really need to just get some damage off on this thing. No burn, which is okay. Poison. We'll try it again. That's okay. Hopefully we get the poison here. We do not. Pretty easy check into this is a Powdon. Keeping that Chansey low is our number 1 priority. It's a good knockoff. Here we're just going to slack off. If he wants to go into Chansey, that's completely fine. We want to keep it down on pretty healthy. Yeah, there's no reason not to slack here, and Powdon every time beats Donphan. So we're going to EQ to get the damage off on whoever wants to come in. Powdon's a great Pokemon to have out here. And we get a really nice chip on the Clawitzer. Now, Clawitzer, I'm looking a low ladder. He's going to go for a Water Pulse. We'll bring in the Enchantress. Okay. Now, here's where I think I have to make a double to keep that Chansey low. It could cost us the game, but we are going to do our best to keep the Chansey low, even though we're low ladder, and bring out Hippowdon. Hopefully he switches, because if not, we lose. Good, there's the Chansey. Really big for us there. We need to hit him with as many EQs as we can. Again, we have no physical attackers. We have to prioritize taking out Chansey. That is our overall goal here. If Chansey goes away, I think we win this game, but that is the reason why we had to be so aggressive on that turn. Now, obviously, this is a really crummy situation to be in. I think at this point we have to get rid of the Enchantress and hope he just goes for a CC to live 1 and get an attack back. If it's a Brave Bird, that's not great. I wonder if we're faster. If we're faster, we can get a nice little recover off. Awesome. Now there's no harm in going for Sludge Bomb. That's fantastic that we get an opportunity to win this game without having to go too in depth. We had to do that double to get Chansey a little more damage. A little nerve wracking at the bottom of the ladder there. They obviously could have just stayed in, but pretty happy of how that worked out. Okay, so here I look and I think Regieleki is one of the best Pokemon you can have. With the Volt Switch, I want to make sure I can get those rocks up early. And then in terms of Prankster, Encores are such a nuisance, especially with the T-Wave. I see Blossom actually as our winner here. But obviously we need to get this guy low. So I think best move early game is to nasty plot up and take some damage on this thing. Okay, great. If we can get some big damage off, that's fantastic. I'm just going to go for a normal Terra. It does nothing. Like, nothing. But at least we can get our Stealth Rock up. I'm pretty sure it's Specs. But again, okay, so he's a Assault Vest. The idea here is that thing basically walls all of the things that is going to give us our best chance of winning. So that's why we took the damage on it. That's a really nice rocks up. Here, obviously not a good situation to be in already. Let's see. Now, Wish Cash can come in, but it might, yeah, it's going to say he's most likely going to do that. We have to Terra on the Grass Knot. An EQ, hopefully kill him. Okay, fantastic. Hate using the Terra that early, but at the same time, what were we supposed to do against Delphox if this guy went down? We're going to be looking at a close combat coming in here, or an overheat. I hate giving up Fori. Think actually I'd give up Wish Cast. Yeah, got to. Now here, even if he's Scarf, I'm pretty sure that Reggie's faster. Scarf is 120. I think that's right. Oh, we'll see. Goes out and Ragey Bolt. Perfect. A little more chip on him. This is why we really had to get as much damage on that thing as we possibly could. We are then going to go into Fortress. Why? Because we want the leftovers, get closer back to Sturdy. Then we're going to go into Blossom because there's really nothing he can do here except for Volt Switch. This allows him to bring right back out that Infernape. Or the Haunch Crow. Interesting. So with Haunch Crow, I'm looking, there's no more use now for Mr. Fortress. Hopefully he takes some Brave Bird damage and then he can Heat Wave. But if he Heat Waves, we are going to go into Regieleki to take that. We are then going to, honestly, this is a really hard game. I'm not sure if we have any chance of winning right from the get-go. Blossom's going to die. We had to use that Terra on the Delphox. The Sucker Punch here is most likely going to kill us. I can't Encore it, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't see a way of winning this, unfortunately, unless we can live a Brave Bird or a Sucker Punch. But yeah, it's over. So that's really unfortunate, but truthfully, if anyone else had an opportunity to give me some insight of how we could have won, I don't honestly see any other way. Sometimes it's just a matchup. Here's pretty easy. I should look through my team, but pretty easy right away. Easy Toxic off. There's literally nothing to come in. We have this guy, I don't even know how to say his name, Farigiraf. Farigiraf is an absolute monster in this because of his bulk. Choice Scarf Moxie can help. We can get rid of something with our Shadow Tag, and Suicune, as always, is one of the biggest threats. Okay, wonderful. It's an easy protect here, and then I'm going to most likely go into our Goth. Goth will stop him for coming back in, and that will help us eliminate. Actually, no, I'll go out for Giraffe and then wish up for a wish pass into something. Okay, perfect. And then we'll wish up and bring back this guy or something else. But no chance because another forfeit. We're now at 5-1. I'm going to play for about 10 more minutes. This guy can go for the freeze dry, and having obviously Deoxys is a great opportunity to punch some holes in the opposing team. I see Dunsparce has an opportunity to win, and Agility, Weakness Policy, and Amorous. Honestly, a lot of these guys have great opportunities to sweep. We'll go into Hariyama. Now, getting rid of this thing would be very big. The reason for that would be getting Basculin an opportunity of flip turn throughout the game. So here we're just going to knock this thing off and then close combat into it. We'll knock it off so it has no recovery later on. And then I really have no idea why he did that. But we're going to close combat now into Grimmsnarl for a lot of damage. Do I want to kill it? What do I have to come into it? Nothing really. Yeah, I'm just going to kill it with the Heavy Slam here. I know I'm going to take big damage. Wow, okay, that's my fault. I did not realize that it was going to kill me there. This allows me, though, to obviously go into Fortress and just get off a Moonblast to get rid of the Grimmsnarl and T-Wave priority. I really did not think it was going to kill us there, but that's okay. Let's see. Let's see if we can calm mind up on this guy. So we can't, and that's okay. Because I think here we go straight out on a Clear Smog into Deoxys. It'll take like maybe, I don't know, 15. Holy sugar. It's so weak. This allows us to get a kill though. The good thing is with Deoxys is you literally don't need any type of HP on it. And you can just take your kills with offense. He's already used now his Terra. I think no matter what, Fortress is going to eat an attack and we can get some damage off. Him getting that up. Nice for him, actually. But I think the best play is to get damage if I can. This would be huge. Really don't know what he was doing there. But yeah, we'll take another Moonblast on Zamazenta if we can. He's going to try and paraflinch us. He doesn't get it. And we're looking really good here. Mew is obviously not the setup Mew we had earlier. It has the Stealth Rock. Here, we just keep on in with Fortress. We do as much as we can, as many times as we can. Just getting damage off is great. And then basically at the end of this game, we just got to make sure we keep Deoxys for a superpower on Krognal. He's not going to be able to kill us with T-Bolt. Yep. It's not that it's weak, but it's definitely not strong. Especially into such a 311 special defense is a lot. Let's see if we can set this up. Nope. Okay. Not the best situation. He will have Freeze Dry. I still don't think that's going to kill us. We're going to go for Wave Crash. And even if he brings out the Mew, oh, he's only got Ice Beam. Freeze? Nope. And there's your game, I'm pretty sure. 218. Yeah, we're going to Terra Water and just take that thing out, and that should be our game. And if not, we have Knockoff in the back to win. And there it is. On to our next game. We're now at 1149 as a record. Okay, so flip turn, most likely incoming. We're going to hopefully absorb that and get our rocks up. As I look through again, getting rocks up is big. T-waving things For speed control, it'd be big. A D-Dance Flygon can do a lot, and Nasty Pot Hydreigon. Okay, so Rocks Up is big, and then I'm going to go for Flygon or Hydreigon win. Hopefully this is providing a little more insight into my moves and reasoning behind a lot of the things I'm doing. I'm going to take Chip, and then if he belly drums, perfect. At least I'm going to get him low. Okay, great. At this point, unfortunately, we're going to have to say goodbye to Luxray. And then we are going to double intimidate him down. He's got to go now for the Ice Shard, but I'm wondering if he Terra Fairies, if it's better to Iron Head, because I think Iron Head takes him out no matter what. So that's what we're going to go for. Getting Rocks Up was big overall in this game. We kept the Gastrodon, so Basculin is really still a non-issue. We're going to start the timer because this guy is moving at a snail's pace. Don't believe there's anything he can Terra into that is going to stop an Iron Head from taking him out. Getting the 2 Intimidates off hopefully doesn't allow Tauros to take over half. Probably will take actually about 55 to 60 though. All right, well, maybe our opponent just decided to leave. I'm really not sure. Okay, there you go. And he is down, took about 45 instead. Okay, well, here, I think it's an easy T-Wave. He might be able to hit me with a couple canes, but T-Wave is a very big play for us here. And then from there, do we have... Unfortunately, we don't have... I think going straight out into Hydreigon with Paraflinch here is our best play. We're still a little bit faster, and we can take some big damage off on it. If we're looking, we're most likely looking at a... I gotta still take damage in case he U-turns, exactly. I was gonna say, I was just gonna look for somebody to take the bullet punch, but honestly there was no reason not to just take out the Scizor in case he wanted to U-turn. We're looking fairly good. We have nothing that can take damage from Basculin because of our Gastrodon, and then Oricorio is Parrot. Now, can I take out Oricorio later in this game? Yeah, Throat Chop. Okay, I gotta take the damage on our Chaladon. Not just damage, apparently. I guess that Hydreigon can kill it. I know at the beginning of this game I said that Hydreigon and Flygon I'd try and win with, so I guess it's working out pretty well. Our Chaladon, you don't want it to start setting up with Sword Stance, Iron Head, Outrage, whatever it has, but looking pretty good here. I think at this point, even though I have the Gastro, I sack the Wigglytuff to a double edge, yeah. Okay, we'll Protect, and then we'll Alluring Voice. And I think our play then is to go into Flygon and go for the win, as we had mentioned before. So we are going to Terra. He's going to double edge into our Steel type, and then hopefully we win this game. Because we can get 2 up now. And then basically we Outrage win. There's 1. He could Aqua Jet, but I think he needs like an Uber crit to kill us. Okay, awesome. So we're going to do 1 more. We are 7-1. It's a good start. That one game we really didn't have a chance with, but all these other ones have been pretty fun. Okay, now here, highly doubt he's going to Toxic. He does Toxic, wow. Okay, That's kind of shocking in all honesty, but I guess I understand. We're going to go Volt Switch here and just get out. Surprised he'd give away Salazzle so early. Subs up. Now, if he's smart, he would sub again. I'm hoping because we're lower ladder, he's just going to protect. Ah, he did sub. We're going to flip turn out. Great. Now, bringing in booster energy. So we're in a tough spot. Reason being is Salazzle getting a toxic off on basically everyone. And at this point, we don't want to miss either. So we have to bring on someone new. Our best opportunity here is going to be going into Ludi. His best play is to sub. He ends up doing the toxic though, and letting Salazzle die. So Salazzle took a lot from us because I didn't imagine him to take an Earthquake on turn 1, but he decided to get 3 toxics off. Here, I wonder if he is Scarf. If he is Scarf, that is not good for us, but he'd go for Megahorn here, most likely. Okay, it's the Trailblaze set. We now need to get as much damage off as we can on his Facade that's incoming. We're actually going to go out. No, we're not. We're going to Ice Shard. Take a little bit of damage. Okay. Here, unfortunately, I think we have to choice band Adaptability Aqua Jet and try and take out as much damage as we can. I think he'd go again though for Facade, so we'll go to Iron Thorns so we can get one more turn of Flame Orb damage. Our goal here now is to win with Oricorio. That's our goal. It's been a tough start, but I do believe that Oricorio can bring this back. Good, we can eat 1. It's a crit, but that's okay. He gets 2 turns off now, and we get to try and Volt Switch on him. Surprised he didn't end up going for Trailblaze there, but this is our best play. Our 2 win cons we kept in the back throughout this whole thing. Hopefully this Aqua Jet can kill. It does not. Oh, that's tough. Okay. So I think Specs Ludi is actually our best play. And then hopefully he brings in something that one of these other 2 can take advantage of. Here, truthfully, I think if we get rid of this thing, we win. So I'm going to pump. No problem. If we can take out Diancie, it's going to be hard for him. Hopefully we can take out Diancie. This would be a perfect play because we can die. And hopefully he dies. I do still think we have a chance. We're going to start by going into Oricorio here. And then hopefully at the end of the game we can win with our Roaring Moon. So here we have a chance, I believe, because we can quiver up. And eventually, hopefully, we can confuse him with Hurricane. It's going to be doing a lot to us with the Hyper Voice, but we're going to start taking damage. No confusion. Wow. So we got to go confusion. Do we get it? We do not. And that looks like our game. Maybe a couple of Ironhead flinches gives us a chance. Okay, maybe we have a chance. Did he Terra? He already Terra'd. Okay, Sylveon dead gives us a chance. I don't know what his last 2 are, but if we can get a Dragon Dance up, I think Roaring Moon could take this guy out. We have to go for the dodge on the Focus Blast here. Holy crap. Okay, well, looking back, I guess we just kill Salazzle turn 1. I don't know why he would Toxic against our Iron Thorns. Really aggressive, really not needed, that type of play. But I guess it worked out for him. Again, lower ladder, it's okay. It's good for us to know, right? Here, I'm looking through. Backs is going to be the win con with the loaded dice. Get one scale shot up, and you can most likely win. It got banned early on in OU. Here, though, I think I'm going to want to go in. Again, Spirit Tomb could be a win con as well. It's better actually to go out here and get a Brave Bird off and then defog whatever he has. So I was looking, he couldn't do anything, and we could Brave Bird back. That was the idea of why I made that move. We'll take some chip here on the Thund. Thund could T-Bolt, and we could potentially kill him, but there's no reason not to go into Ampharos. Ampharos most likely doesn't die, sorry, and we can get the T-Bolt back to take out the Thunderous. So great start here. Most likely EQ on the way. We are going to go out into Talonflame to avoid the EQ. There's honestly nothing this thing can do to us. We're going to go then to Swanna to take the Brave Bird, and then we're going to heal up on the Brave Bird with a Roost. We're going to do that again. Eventually he's going to have to Roost himself, and when he does, that's when we can hit him with our Hydro Pump. Fantastic. Okay, now this is a perfect opportunity to go Spirit Tomb, because Spirit Tomb will take nothing from this guy unless he wants to T-Wave. Does not. I'm going to start Calm Minding up, and let's see what the first one does for damage, and then we'll go right back out into our Swanna if it causes too much problem. But there's no problem really, we can take some damage. Now we're going to rest and start sleep talking. Hopefully we can pull a couple of good pulls here, but Spiritomb's looking like a pretty good wall and a real big threat to this opposing team. Okay, so there goes one. Most likely going to go, we can potentially get static here on his Brave Bird, so we're going to go out into it. Good play. Again, now we're going to go back out into Swanna. And here's an easy Hydro Pump. Perfect. That was exactly what we wanted. And now again, we can Roost back up. Out into Spirit Tomb. Get some leftovers back. Can't do anything to us. We're going to Sleep Talk and see what we can pull. 29. Hopefully we can hit him with something here. Unfortunately, we do not. That is going to force us out. We'll go out here into Talonflame. And then, let's see. Wonder if he's Assault Vest at this point. T-Bolt, Calm Mind up. We're going to then hit him with a Hyper Voice. Mega Horn. Okay, he's 100% at this point. Assault Vest. This is our opportunity. If we can SD up and then hit him with a Scale Shot, I think it's all over. Hopefully he ends up going out into Spite Ops and we can just end the game and we don't have to worry too much. Warrior, pretty big threat. Okay, I think Icicle Spear ends this right now. Loaded Dice, Icicle Spear, just going to do so much damage to even a Terra Pokemon. Well, Terra Steel, that's a good play. If he has Heavy Slam here, that could do a lot of damage. It does. +2, I think Earthquake's going to kill it though. It does not. Wonderful. We are not looking good anymore, friends. We're going to Overheat to take out Ting-Lu. And then I'm going to go into Spiritomb to get the leftovers recovery on his Recover to bring this guy back out into Swanna and start recovering. Okay, perfect. We'll hit him with the Hydro Pump. And if he wants to go to Wordier, that's fine by me. And if not, I'm going to get a Brave Bird off on whatever wants to come in. This is great. Damage on that thing is obviously a really big plus for us. I think at this point, though, the best move is going to be to go Ampharos into the Thunderbolt. He's going to want to think he can EQ. We'll go back out into Swanna, Terra, Ground, and then Brave Bird twice. Ouch. Okay, that's not great. We'll Terra Ground, Hydro Pump, and then Brave Bird. Actually, we'll roost up here. That is such a terrible crit for us. Holy moly. Still think we can win. Gonna be a lot harder though, with Swanna so low. But overall, still not looking like we're in bad shape. Spidop's coming in, probably goes for a knock, and that's going to allow us to look for the static with our Ampharos, and if not, and he looks for rocks or something, we're going to get a free T-Bolt on something. That's some big damage, friends. Yeah, I don't really know why he's doing that. Spiritomb, even if he comes in, is asleep, so it's not going to matter. And getting off that free damage is ridiculously good for us. I don't even think there's anything that either one of these two can do. Brave Bird, he's going to Brave Bird, and I think it's over. Oh my gosh. We can Brave Bird then afterward. Boy, oh boy, these crits are rough. Okay, I'm going to Roost on the switch and then Overheat. Sawsbuck. And then we win. Because we are going to Taunt. So there's no opportunity for him to Roost. And now we win with Brave Bird. That was a real comeback. Tough game overall for us, but I think hopefully you can understand some of the plays that I made. I'm enjoying, so I might as well go one more. Okay, obviously really tough mon, not good for us right away. I have two ghost types. This guy is going to not take anything. He's not going to take that really well. This isn't going to take it really well. We basically are going to have to sack, so we're going to get damage if we can. Okay, so our plan then is to, let's see, I'm going to get some spikes up and hope to win it that way. Do I have spikes anywhere else? Is this thing faster? It is faster, okay. Yeah, spikes up is big. Okay, we'll get this spike. And this also stops his rest, which is fantastic. We'll discharge now. It's crazy that we're still slower than that thing. Wow. I think double discharge might kill it. Do I go out into? Yeah, I'm going to go out into it and hit Flamethrower or Fire Blast. That's a really good start to get the spike up and hopefully kill Reggie. He can't rest anyway, so there's nothing stopping us from hitting this. Fantastic. This is our problem, Calyrex, because he can come out right now, take a kill right off the bat. And there's nothing I can do about it. I can't Terra. Here? Kind of want to say he's going to go for Hydro Pump. And then I can get some damage with the Noivern. Wow. That's one hell of a play. Can't believe he did that, to be honest with you. Again, lower ladder. Just trying to make these crazy reads for no reason. I don't need damage here, so the better play is to sorry, I don't need health on this guy, so the better play is just to take damage. Because obviously this thing is a huge threat to these three, and this guy really, I gotta keep him alive, And then, boy, oh boy, this is not good. Okay, Typhlosion's not going to do anything for me. I look like a genius on this play, but yeah, I just switched out because I didn't want to risk a roll. I need him for sure to take out the Calyrex, and Typhlosion has no use in this game anymore. Oh wow, I'm pretty shocked I stayed alive there, and now I can get off one more Shadow Ball on something that wants to come in. That spike is going to be really handy for us. Having the Iron Bundle low is great for us as well. He's going to Shadow or Ice Beam, but there's nothing I can do. Pincurchin's going to come in. I'm going to go for Discharge and hopefully take out the Iron Bundle. I really don't want to see this thing come back in. Hopefully no freeze. No freeze, and that's great for us. Like, just fantastic. This thing can still take out the Calyrex. We have our spike up for these last two. We're looking fairly good. Thinking about how we should proceed. Hopefully everyone had a good day today. It's been fun making some of this content. I'm going to hit the timer. Normally I just play by myself and definitely not talk out loud. So it's very different for me, but I think it would probably make me a better battler by the end. Looking at his team, obviously we see, in my opinion, he had two very fast mons, an incredible wall with setup, and then an offensive attacker that can break through a lot as well. Just looking at his first four mons here, in my opinion, I think he had the better team. But here's what I'm hoping is I can take some damage with Scald. Oh, that's great. Let me recover up some damage. Wonder if it has Earth Power. Even if it does, the fact that I have an opportunity to get up all my layers is just fantastic. So I'm going to recover once more and then start getting some layers up. Letting his Chansey take that hit just to set up rocks. Bold. Bold move. Okay, that's fantastic for me. I'm going to get up as many layers as I can to ensure that even if he Terras, the ghost type can take him out there. Yeah, I think that's the play. Because there's nothing Chansey wants to do here. 32 takes me down to 42. I should be able to recover again. Great, that was a lower roll. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was just I got the lefties. Okay, great. That allows me to recover right back up once again and again. If he wants to bring that out after, that's fine because I'll be able to take chip, because the worst case scenario here is I'm probably going to be left at a third health. I'll hit Scald now. I still have 4 recovers. Getting those drops. It's okay. There's no reason not to recover back up to full. So there'll be 2 more recovers and then I'll hit them again. And take them out. Hopefully. Wonderful. Without the drop here, we should be able to take out Chansey. Okay, so he got up his rocks. We got 2 more layers of spikes out of that, which is fantastic because that's 25% off of now that Calyrex, who's been biggest threat, I think, right from the get-go. Okay, This is good for us because now we can get the discharge off. It's going to be the Astral Barrage coming in. So my big thing is I don't know the Terra types that Calyrex runs. So it makes me think, should I use triple axle? Actually, the better move is Destiny Bond whenever I go out into it 100%. I don't want to risk anything. Oh, he's a life orb. Okay, that's great. Even more damage off on him. Oh, and the para. Okay, well, didn't expect that. Obviously, that's what can happen. Kind of want him to take me out here, but I mean, worst case scenario is I just roost back up. Oof. Okay, well, I guess that I don't really even want Pincurchin in, but that's okay. Worst case scenario, we have 4-1. It's going to be really hard for him to take out the entire team unless he has like, yeah, no matter what, he can't at this point because I'll just debond and win this game. Okay, we'll discharge. Ah, good play. But I highly doubt that it will be able to take him out. I'm just going to keep on going for these paras. He's got to keep going. There it is. Okay, we're going to go out now into Frostlass. He has nothing now he can hit us with. I actually am going to Rock Polish. No, I'm just going to take damage on this thing. Yeah, I just got to take damage. Good. There he goes. Be nice to get to 1200. We're at 1198. So that's our goal here, is to get to 1200. Looking through, do we have any rocks? No rocks. We have the specs user. No setup mons. So it's this guy's a setup mon, obviously. I don't want it to take T-Wave. I highly doubt he'd stay in, but at the same time, I don't want it to take T-Wave. I can also knock something with Uxie. So that's my game plan. I actually think Primarina might be our win con. Yeah, there it is. Okay, now I'm going to try and put something to sleep. Actually, I'll U-turn out and threaten it with Dragapult. Yeah, that's the game plan. I think he recognized to his team Primarina is a huge threat, so tried to end it with the yellow color early. Oh man, not good. The roost here. I'm even though he's gonna go for Shadow Ball. Oh, he didn't go for Shadow Ball. This would be really big to get the knockoff off. Fantastic. Okay, now we can hit him. Actually, you know what? This is an easy Dondozo because this is gonna do nothing. Yep. Next we can go right back out into Uxie. He did it again. I don't know why he did that. Or ladder, I guess. We're gonna rest up. Yeah, and start sleep talking and potentially win right here. If he decides to stay in. I really don't know why he's staying in at this point. We rest back up. Yeah. And then eventually we'll get sleep talk turn to take this thing out. Guess he doesn't know the ability here of Dondozo. Thinks that if he gets up high enough, he can win. Obviously not the case, and we get to take out Dragapult. Maybe he recognizes here and decides to switch, and that's why I'll try and take a little bit of chip with the Dondozo. I should have just set up to +6. Jeez. I wonder. Okay, obviously getting off damage on this would be huge. He's gonna go Sludge Bomb, but I like the idea of getting a knockoff. Yep. On whatever wants to come. Oh, yes, that's fantastic. We want to ensure that Primarina wins this game. That's the idea. It can set up. That Draining Kiss is really difficult to go up against. And I think here we're going to go into Uxie and knock this thing off if we can. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, okay, Dondozo, rest. Gosh. Wonder if it has grass not. It does not. So it is mono. Rest talk. Now we're just going to get +6 because this guy is hellbent on staying in against Dondozo. Now we'll rest. Again, hit the sleep talk. I mean, if I'm him and I have anything really, I'm going into the opportunity to die right there. Just wild that he'd go into Magmortar. And there it goes. I thought the whole time he was going to go into Palkia. Really don't know why he didn't. And I have no idea why he went right back out into Fiona. That was a perplexing game, but that brings us to 12-24. We went a record of 10-2 in this first one. First game, nothing we could have done. I don't even remember now that second loss that we had, unfortunately. I think there was a lot of threats, but hopefully this is a little bit more insight into how we or how I play the game, and I hope you enjoyed. All right, talk to you guys later.